Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jack, and welcome to Mindbleeding with my two good friends, James
Hello?
and Ewan.
Hi there.
Now, if you are familiar with the ever so popular Mindbleeding channel, you will know that we've tried this before and have, of course, failed multiple times doing that. And we've done exactly the same
Well,
thing
sorry, you say
again.
failed multiple times. I think multiple necessitates more than one. We had one attempt.
We had one attempt, but we even failed in numerous attempts at that attempt.
Yes.
Well, there were three previous attempts.
There have been sub-attempts within these attempts in which we
Yes.
have failed.
And we have also had sub attempts within this initial attempt, in that this is the third pilot episode, basically.
Yeah, this is...
It's what was
Recording software is a glorious thing.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I apologise in advance for any
And
lack
all.
thereof of quality in this, but we are not here for the highest quality things in the world. We're doing this because we want to have some fun and
If
hopefully.
you
We're
want
bored.
better quality, please send us money to buy microphones.
Yes, please do that. We are. Oh
This is
God.
basically internet begging.
Yeah, it is.
That's the purpose of this thing.
We are the hobos of the internet, gentlemen. Yes.
Okay, so let's jump straight into it.
Well, a quick
Season
summary
two.
of the show. Basically, it's just going to be all three of us just having a nice little natter. A couple of segments that we haven't done before. We're going to add in. We're going to leave them till later, and hopefully you'll enjoy the ride. But anyway, I think we'll go ahead and make a start with Ewan. How has your
Hi.
week been?
My week has been pretty normal, to be honest with you. So I'm going to talk a bit about current events. One of the biggest events to happen in the last week is the death of Philip Seymour Hoffman, a very cheery subject, I'm sure you'll agree. A lot of people have died recently, you know, Paul Walker,
Not often people start a sentence with the phrase, a lot of people have died recently.
and I promise it was nothing to do with me.
Set up to a cheery subject.
But yeah, it got me thinking of one of my favourite little things that has come out of the internet, that being the Darwin Awards. I'm sure you're aware of them, but
Yes.
just in case anyone isn't, basically you are given an award for the most inventive and hilarious way you can possibly remove yourself from the gene pool. To qualify, you must have either killed yourself or sterilized yourself. Um, so yeah, they range from someone who decided to look at the contents of a giant vat of petrol by lighting a match, thus igniting the fumes and blowing his own head off, to a man in Japan who was very lonely one day, saw one of those sort of iron benches with holes in it, and was caught in the act with said bench.
Oh.
He ended up having to have his genitals amputated.
Oh!
At the sea.
Amputated and genitals are two words you do not want to hear in the same sentence.
Oh,
Especially not in conjunction with one another.
No.
Like, you and I'm not seeing a point here. All I've really seen is you saying, these people are really thick.
That's basically the idea of it, really. There was a guy who decided to install his own pool lighting, you know, save a bit of money, but he didn't realise you have to drain your pool before doing that.
Oh, for God's sake.
By the way, the most interesting ones I came across was it happened in Texas, so you know it's going to be good.
Oh.
It's one of those times when you know you're drunk with your friends and you decide to show how manly you are by removing parts of your body.
Sorry, just go back to that last bit.
The popular pastime.
Yes, so there are these guys in Texas who are incredibly drunk and decided to have a macho off competition by cutting their fingers off with a chainsaw. I don't even know. Some people.
I've been drunk occasionally.
In fairness, though, it would probably be quite a good skill to be able to cut off only one of your fingers with a chainsaw and not get the other.
One-handed chainsaw wielding.
Yeah,
this takes true skill, as does this next bit where one of them uttered the immortal phrase, "Hey, y'all, look at this," and proceeded to decapitate himself.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Wow. Just really?
It makes you realise just how off the rails some people are, and if you ever think I'm not normal, I just remember that. Just remember there was a guy in Texas who chainsawed his own head off to prove how manly he was.
And remember...
That's a good mantra for life. No matter
I'm
how
not
bad
as
things
idiot.
get,
I'm not.
at least you didn't chop off your own head with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That is the ultimate. Things can only get worse.
I don't see the
I feel
logic
sorry
in
for the
that
guys
at all.
around him because they're just left here with this decapitated body and a chainsaw.
And a very
I don't
bloody
even know how.
chainsaw.
I don't even know how reliable these are. If this story was, they were just the single eyewitnesses, and it's like someone came along, they
Yeah.
were there, chainsaw, decapitated body. So what happened here then? He did it.
So it wasn't
Did
in
it
fact
to
the guy
himself,
who was
officer,
incredibly
I
stupid, but the
promise.
police.
You know when you're drunk and you decide to cut bits off your body. Oh yeah, we've all been there.
We've all been there, officer, haven't we? Yeah. But you've had
You
a
know,
crazy nights on the town with the
one
precinct.
of them days.
Mm.
You can imagine the officer just turning up and being like, "Oh, not again."
Guess
It's
it's gonna
my
be one of those
first
days.
self-decapitation this week.
I don't know how common a thing it is in Texas, but I won't put it past them.
It is
Of all the-
Texas.
Yes. It's
That's
not
where,
quite
that's
Florida.
where they execute the retarded.
Yeah.
That thing from Family Guy. That's the only reason I know that.
Oh, it's nice that you're joining in.
I will concede that I am not the smarter of the three of us.
Ah.
Let's be honest.
I'd love to argue that with you and be all,
Oh,
don't be so hard on yourself. But it
James is now referencing something that we did about an hour before. We spent some time. I just quickly spent some time testing some of the recording equipment we've been using, and we just had a little chat. And I believe he used a phrase of everything I say is fact, and thus argument ensued.
Uh-huh.
I think that.
Well, I can't remember a time that I've said something that's untrue.
You said things that are opinions and then stated that we're already starting the argument again.
No.
Thoroughly through this, and I don't want to, because it'll take far more than a few minutes for this argument to subside.
Well, it's not my fault that you can't see the light.
Oh
We've-
God,
We've
stop
already
it,
started
James.
off the first episode with a kind of Cold War scenario between
Yeah,
Jack and
literally,
James.
we have. I thought Ewan is going to have to adjudicate this, otherwise it's going to get out
Oh
of hand.
God,
I'm sorry, Ewan.
I'm gonna be Switzerland. God damn
Yeah,
it!
you are Switzerland.
Or
I actually have chocolate right here, so it's perfect.
you could be Belgium fighting your house.
You could be Canada, if you like. Canada's nice.
Canada's
Yeah, but
lovely.
Canada fought on the side of the Allies. This is a history lesson. This is meant
Yes.
to be comedy.
Just because it's funny doesn't mean it has to be historically inaccurate. Damn it!
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my forehead.
You must have a big forehead from when I last saw you.
Just
You must
because
have
it's
grown.
funny doesn't mean it has to be historically inaccurate. Yes, I think that's going to be my mantra from now on.
Every time someone says an ink truth, that you have to just headbutt them.
Yes. As funny as that joke was, John, well, I'm
I'm
afraid
sorry,
Hitler only rose
Granny.
to power in 1933, so
Is that true?
I hope so. Otherwise, that's very embarrassing
Oh,
for
that's
me.
nice. So I'll be
Yeah.
so. I'm looking it up now.
Oh, you. Please do. Please do. How
My
inaccurate.
history lecturer at university is going to be like, James, I've actually just found this. You thought Hitler came to power in 33, you thicko.
Hitler's mother looked like a man. She seriously
That
did.
was
I'm just pointing that out
beautiful.
for her.
Oh my
Ewan,
God.
send me the link. Send me the link.
What? You'll have to send. I can't look at this,
I'm
so you're
sending it on
going to have to
Facebook.
describe it for me and the
Oh,
viewers.
I'm sending it on Facebook. Basically, everyone just look up Hitler on
Oh
Wikipedia.
my God.
It's one of the first pictures. It is.
Hitler's mother looks like a man.
It's not often that someone says the phrase Hitler's mother looks like a man.
No.
Well, clearly no one has seen Hitler's mother.
Well,
There's a picture of her.
she does look like a man. Man, but nonetheless a man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
Type in Clara Hitler onto Google,
That's her
listeners.
name, Clara Hitler.
Oh, Hitler. It was Clara with a K.
Yes, Klara.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm going to constantly use this now. Just because it's funny doesn't mean it has to be historically inaccurate. And it's funny that Hitler's mother looked like a man, but
Yeah,
it certainly
they're both
isn't
going to be on your
historically
forehead.
inaccurate.
You know, it says here that Hitler was crushed by his mother's death. I thought that I read it as Hitler's mother was crushed to death.
Well, I thought you were going to say that. There's some theory is they still don't know exactly how Hitler died, or have they proven that yet?
They say they found his skull. There's always those sort of articles. It's a very slow day. Let's do something Hitler related in the news.
No. That's the internet in a nutshell, you and
Hitler.
It's a very slow day. Let's bring up Hitler again and use it in an argument.
It is all of the It is every bit of media.
You know what you've just done? That argument me and James are having, he's now going to bring up the fact that Hitler's mother looks like a man halfway through the next time we have that argument. That's what's going to happen.
Not only have I just stated that in every bit of media Hitler is brought up when we run out of ideas, we've also just done it.
Yeah.
You realise that?
Oh God, we have. We've become everything we hate.
Well, to be fair, we've become everything we hate because we're mocking what we hate at the same time.
Yes.
Then again, to be fair, I never met Hitler's mother, so
can't judge.
You say that like, oh really? Well, me and Ewan have. We're Clara.
Of course.
Oh, Kevin, of course, you never met Adolf, did you?
Eddie, meet you and Jack and James. They do a rather funny podcast. I don't know why. She's an English aristocrat.
Yeah.
Or Hitler is an English aristocrat.
No,
mother, please. I'm busy planning extermination. Hitler's also an English aristocrat.
That's a fantastic.
I just want to meet Jack, Ewan, and James.
We genuinely run out of ideas, and we're just doing Hitler jokes.
I'm writing Mein Kampf, the prequel.
Oh well, I think on that note, James, we're going to move on to your segment, James, which is your tweet of the week.
My tweet of the week. It's by a Twitter group. It's not a person. It's like a Cyanide and Happiness. Their Twitter.
Ah, yes.
I do like them.
Cyanide and Happiness is one of the funniest things on the internet. And this is a.
That's an opinion, James.
No, stop. Just stop. No.
It's one of my favourite pages on Twitter. And in this comic, there is a man walks up to another man holding a stereo, and he says, "Hey, what type of stereo is that?" To which the man holding the stereo replies, "It's some sort of foreign stereotype." The first man then replies, "It's kind of funny sounding." The man holding the stereo then says, "You're right. Foreign stereotypes are hilarious." And that's my tweet of the week.
Thank you for leavening the mundanity of my week.
What's that from?
I have absolutely no idea.
I've heard that before.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey, that's it. Thank you. Remembered then. Oh.
I rather like Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey,
a lovely man.
Yeah.
But yes. Anyway, moving on. James, how has your week been?
My week has been simply lovely. But if I may, I'd like to tell you a little bit of a story.
Ooh,
this week,
do indulge us.
I was walking through the streets of Sale, my hometown where I live, with a good friend of mine, James.
So you're talking to yourself in an alleyway,
and
the hobo showed up and offered
Yes, there's only one person in the world called James. I'm walking down the road, and we encounter two gentlemen handing out leaflets, which we both take one of.
Which were both called James.
Yeah, the leaflet's called.
Everyone in the story is called James.
This leaflet just said James is a twat on it. This is rather rude.
Well, at least it's factually accurate.
Wow.
That stings.
I'm sorry. The problem is making references to this argument is pointless because no one else has heard the argument.
I haven't even heard the argument.
No, you don't even know what's going on.
I'm just basking in its aftermath.
Very much like the Japanese. Anyway.
Carry on. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh no, we've dropped so. I hope no one caught that, but do carry on.
So on the front of this leaflet is a picture of David Cameron, Nick Clegg, and Ed Miliband, and it said the politician's betrayal of the British people has ... Then it has the pictures of the three men broken Britain, and Britain shattered like a piece of glass. I'm liking it. It's a metaphor. Okay.
Okay.
It's already captured your interest.
I am thoroughly captured. The shocking facts the politicians want to hide from you. Now these points are bullet pointed. But the bullet points, they're not standard bullet points. Oh no. You know on a chart how they have arrows and it's like profit and time?
Yeah.
No.
These are pointing downwards.
Oh.
So this is saying we're going downhill. That's what this leaflet's saying. The shocking facts that politicians want to hide from you. By 2014, Britain will be classed as a third world economy. Right. It says, right. Immediate problems with that. By 2014, Britain will be classed as a third world economy. This was handed out to me on Thursday.
Sorry, did I miss something?
This was written as if it's like 2011 and like, oh, in 3 years, better put your ideas up. This was handed out to me in 2014, and they're saying by 2014.
The fact that you're recording this on a podcast already puts it in beautiful perspective.
Already,
Yes.
it was February when I got this. It was February when I received... No, it wasn't actually. No, sorry. It was late January when I received this. So, wrong thing.
A bit slow on the uptake.
Mr. Leaflet. Secondly, we'll be classed as a third world economy. We're not fucking Ethiopia.
Right.
Took you a minute to think about
That's
that.
accurate.
Yes, it's accurate.
Okay, bullet point number 2. Nearly 4 million children live in poverty in broken Britain. They're not just calling it Britain now. It's almost as broken Britain is the name of the country.
Broken.
That's 1 in every 3 children. So apparently 1 in every 3 children lives in poverty. Bullet point number 3. The level of child poverty in Britain is one of the highest in the industrialised world. So what they're saying is, as far as rich countries go, our homeless children are pretty high. Whereas compared to, let's stick with Ethiopia, compared to Ethiopia, it's actually rather good. Bullet point number 4. Up to 25,000 pensioners die each year because they cannot afford to heat their own homes. No problem with that.
Okay.
The politicians are increasing the foreign aid handout of British taxpayers' money to a staggering 12.6 billion a year. Now, who do you think, which political party do you think has issued this leaflet to me?
Is it the Greens?
You said that with such disdain. Is it the Greens? Oh, them again. Literally, that's the point we've got to with politics.
It's
the only way you can respond.
It's not the Greens.
I don't know. Right, just some hindsight. I have no idea about politics.
Okay.
I am very out of know, so it's going to be you two here.
The Greens are the ecological party.
I know who the parties are vaguely.
Alright, sorry.
I just don't know major details.
Okay. They are not. They're
Green
not.
is spelled G-R-E.
Is it? I thought it was EA.
It's a bit silly, that.
Anyway, do carry on.
Who do you think issued this leaflet?
BNP? I don't know.
It was the BNP!
Yay!
I was going to say.
Jack. And what I like best about it has some more information on the back about why I want to freeze foreign aid and no more foreign wars.
Yes.
My favourite bit of the leaflet, the reason I brought it to our attention today, is on the bottom it has a bit where you cut off and you send it away.
Ah, yeah.
It says, yes, I would like to help the BNP make Britain better. Ropey. Please send me more information, and then it has area to put in your name, your address, and that kind of thing. Then it has a box at the bottom. Now, this is my favourite part.
Okay.
I enclose a cheque for £2. Please send me 50 leaflets.
I want to plaster my walls.
So what I love is the 2 gentlemen that handed me and James out these leaflets have received one and thought, you know what we should do, Barry? Come on, I'm thinking, John. And put...
No. We've established they're both called James.
James. James.
You know what, James?
And they've sent off for these leaflets, and I just found that rather funny.
That is, yeah.
Someone has looked at a leaflet and thought, I want to keep going.
Honestly,
to
you know, I
spread
got,
this irrelevant
Poverty in
dribble.
Britain is the highest in the industrial world. We must change something.
you know, I got 2 BNP leaflets through my door 'cause it's by-election time around
Yeah.
where we live,
Mm.
and they were claiming the UKIP are liberal. That's what. That's, so actually, UKIP are pro-immigration. Is it what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
In the same way that the Green Party are pro tips.
In the same way that politicians are honest.
Wow.
There you go. That's
There's your
about
one
all
political joke of the day.
That's all the analogy you need, let's be honest.
Thanks, Jack.
Oh, come on, this is as much comedy as I can do with politics.
Well, then, you should have not joined in this conversation.
You should just wake
Sit
up.
this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, I thought I'd bring that to both of your attention.
Well, thank you.
Lovely. I'll be sure to order those leaflets myself.
Would you like me to give you the leaflets? So you can enclose a £2 check.
I imagine them someday sponsoring like a British cereal company and getting like, you know how you used to get those cutout things you get on cereal boxes?
Yeah.
It'll be the same as that. Send off for BNP leaflets with Kellogg's.
Find a toy gollywog at the bottom of this pan.
Oh my god.
Or like in a Kinder egg, like assemble this slave.
Oh my god.
Kinder Egg's just cage. It's a cage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh dear. Just so you know, this isn't what we actually think. We aren't racist. We're
Yeah,
satirizing
really.
the tea.
we are mocking them for their ill-advised opinions.
Yes.
But yes. Anyway, I think we're going to move on to Ewan's special segment now, which is Ewan's Fact of
Did you
the
say
Week.
you and Special Sigmund, as in Freud?
Good Lord, James, I know you had a dirty mind, but please don't go that far.
Oh dear. I could do that. I mean, I imagine there are a number of Sigmunds
No,
living
please
around
don't.
the world.
My Sigmund of the week.
Oh, God. My Sigmund of the week this week is falafel.
Sigmund Falafel.
I don't know. You could probably weave that into an innuendo somewhere.
Oh god.
Oh, come on.
Who's another
But yeah.
Sigmund that isn't Freud?
I don't
That
know.
Sigmund
Are you Googling Sigmund?
Romberg, Neufeld, Jan, Zoid, they're all German.
Did you Google that, Ewan?
I'm on Wikipedia at the
Oh, yeah.
moment. Yeah, Wikipedia's Hitler, but so
Sifting
I'm
through
bloody.
Wikipedia.
I've got that tab still open. So yeah, my fact of the week.
Very interesting.
Doge was a medieval title for Italian heads of state, specifically for democratically elected leaders of city-states such as Venice. One of the most famous being the Grand Doge Enrico Dondeldo. Obviously, wow, such leader, much trade. But
Any Italian.
yeah, it's a great term.
It is a great term.
don't
But
understand
it's
when.
now my favourite internet thing.
Oh no, there's too many internet things to have a favourite.
The meme.
I think no. What about the I shall play you the song of my people and the little gif of the spider playing bongos? It's my favourite gif. It's so cute.
How
It's
about
like, I shall
Saints
play
Row
you the
4? Saints Row 4, they had a DLC called Enter the Dominatrix. And it was as
heard of
mad
it.
as it sounds. Basically, by the end, velociraptors from space come down to help you take out your enemy. And as you ride on one's back, it says, "Let me sing you the song of my people," which happens to be Walk the Dinosaur.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, the people who made that game were smoking the largest amount of crack ever found.
Oh yeah. I actually recently finished Saints Row 4. And well, during the gameplay, one of the things you could do is you could go around on the ship which you're on and just talk to some of the other characters.
Basically, James,
One of the other things you can do is romance them.
Yes.
If you do this with Kinsey,
oh god,
which is this rather nerdy character, she stands up, punches you in the face, throws you down, and says, "Let's do this," and that's it. And that's it. Cutscene over. It's it's
What?
bizarre.
Basically, Saints Row used to be like it was a Grand Theft Auto clone, and I thought, how are we going to make this more unique? I know. Why don't we make it batshit insane?
Oh, you can
Number
hit.
2 was really good.
Can't you?
You can hit people with giant purple dildos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
They've
It's
always been
relatively
looking around
funny.
my house.
So yes, the old leaders of Italian crown republics were called doges.
The thing is, do you say Doge, Doge, or I heard someone say Doge the other day, which is just
Doge.
wrong.
Doge.
Doge is not right.
No.
I used to say Doge, but then Ben actually told me about, as a friend of ours,
Yes.
about what Doge really was, the Venetian thing, the fact that you
Yes.
just told it, which means it wasn't really a fact to me at all, Ewan.
I'm sorry.
So I've got to say that I'm rather disappointed with you this week. Anyway,
Well.
we'll forget about it for now. But so after that, I started calling it Doge. But which do you say? Which do you prefer?
I think there was original sort of joke on some video, who I can't remember the name of, but where it was Doge. But so that's why I say, just because that's the first thing I
The
heard.
Weeble stuff one.
There was the Weeble stuff one, but there was also one Strong Bad one, which was Doge, and that was like in 2007.
Very
So
interesting.
hipster, so
Yeah.
hipster, but
Such hipster.
wow.
Oh, good lord.
Amazed.
I don't understand why it was called Doge. It's like, it's a dog with a weird face. Why do you have to give it a name?
No, it's just dog with an E on the end.
I know.
Yeah.
Why?
That's the way the internet works. You want to make animals funny, you've got to make them spell badly.
Have you seen Kate? It's like dog.
Kiteh is the prime example. Kiteh.
Ah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh
Yes,
dear.
it's
And now we're going to move on to, I think, our little round-off segment of the podcast, which will be our song of the week from each of us. James, would you like to go first?
Yes, I'll very much go first. I was talking to Ewan about this the other day. Actually, there've been two bands that I've been very into at the moment. I've discovered only recently, and I've been very much enjoying listening to their music. And one of these bands, I'll tell you the other one next week. So that's a reason to tune in, if anything.
nice.
Bit of
Look
suspense.
forward to
Bit of
that.
suspense. One of
If
these.
any of this matters, you know.
I just like the idea there's one person at home. Oh boy, I cannot wait to see what that.
I wonder what the second band is.
That person has clearly made a misclick somewhere and just has a broken keyboard that will only allow them to type in something that somehow led them to this, and they can't click off it. That's the only person watching at this stage.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what is your song of the week?
As I was discussing with you the other day, one of these bands,
Yes.
My Bloody Valentine.
Mhm.
Not to be confused with Bullet for My Valentine.
Yes.
Which annoys me every time I say that, because I'm like, oh, I've been really getting into this band called My Bloody Valentine. Everyone goes, that's not your kind of music. I'm like, shut up, it's not Bullet for My Valentine. God. But one of my favourite songs off their album Loveless is a song called When You Sleep. So I've been listening to that a lot this week. I think it's a really, really wonderful song. So this week is my song of the week.
Very good. Yes,
Ewan.
my song of the week. From a similar time period actually, is by a band. Yes, by a band called Sonic Youth. Some of you may have heard of them. Yep.
Yeah.
Massive influences on the like of Nirvana, Pixies. But the song in question is Dirty Boots, the first song on the album Goo. Very
Goo.
cool, very good
How
song.
do you spell that?
Goo.
G-O-O.
Yes.
But how else would you spell goo?
G-U. Shut up, James.
Well, that was goo.
That's goo.
Go.
That is
Go.
goo.
Yeah, but it could be goo.
Go.
Send in your emails about what you think is best.
Oh,
Go.
How do you
God.
pronounce the made-up word GU?
Shut up.
Just send an email.
Anyway, my song of the week, before you continue with that. My song of the week, I recently went to go see a film that's been out for a while that has probably been the front page of Tumblr, essentially. Frozen.
Ah, yes.
And I have completely fallen in love with the song "Let It Go" from that movie.
I've heard the
I
soundtrack is great.
I adore it. The soundtrack is definitely a lot better than other Disney movies, in my opinion, because a lot of other Disney movies, they're much more cheesy. They're very Disney, whereas with this, it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's not quite as cheesy. It's just more. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I definitely suggest you go see the film. In fact, that being said, I'm pretty sure someone on Tumblr linked that the film was on YouTube for a short amount of time.
course
It's
it
of course
was.
been taken off now, but they've managed to get it up within like what a month.
Well,
Think the
that's it.
things is
Well
so
done, you
mainstream.
internet. Well
Pirated
done.
internet.
Give yourself a pat on the back at home.
Yes. But yeah, there you go. Our songs of the week. That's the three of us, and I think we'll say a goodbye from James,
Goodbye.
a goodbye from Ewan.
Goodbye.